God Jordan. Interior and apartment, day. The place is immaculately kept. The furniture is basic, but good quality. There are a ton of sporting trophies in another area right next to a dozen or so family portraits. Box upon box of monster movies in DVD and old-style VHS tapes take up space on a large wall unit all its own. The most featured monster is Godzilla. The sound of a low buzz can be heard down a hallway. The hallway, like the rest of the place, is speckless. Interior, bathroom, continuous. Inside, we find Jordan DeGray brushing his teeth with an electric toothbrush. 35, black, stout, gigantic. He's out of shape. High school football was a long time ago for this guy. He finishes his brushing regimen and leaves the bathroom. Interior, bedroom. The room is festooned with Godzilla memorabilia, toys of all types, posters, comic books. Jordan is dressed head to toe in a snappy dark green suit. He finishes tying his tie and leaves the room. Interior, living room. Jordan drops food into the tank for his pet monitor, Alvin, then heads out the door. Exterior, street. Jordan falls in sync with a throng of morning commuters and heads down into, interior, the subway. On the train, Jordan stands out like a sore thumb in all his green attire. He's oblivious to the crush of people around him as he listens to music on his headset. Exterior, an office building. Jordan enters and nods politely at two security guards.
Money don't grow on trees, but I bet it damn sure grows on that suit.
Interior, Jordan's office. He lumbers past coworkers and nods to this one or that one. Sally, a 40-ish, bookish, semi-spinster, waves him over. Her skittish behavior is mouse-like.
Mr. Hayes is on a rampage. Something to do with us getting hacked overnight. You're our main tech guy, so...
She looks at him sadly through her oversized glasses. Jordan nods and moves on. Interior, Mr. Hayes' office. The 50-something balding man leans back in his chair, twirls a corner of his red handlebar mustache, and watches as Jordan walks past the frosted glass door. His impressive silhouette causes Hayes to frown.
DeGray! Here, now!
Exterior, outside Hayes' office. Close up. Jordan frowns hard and lets out a low, disapproving rumble. Interior, Hayes' office. Jordan enters and Hayes offers a sweep of his arm to an empty chair. Long moments of silence hang between them. When Hayes speaks, it's like gravel being dragged over concrete.
DeGray! You're a weirdo. Christ knows if being weird was enough to get a guy fired, we'd have to post for new people on fucking Indeed.com every other day.
Jordan stays quiet, but his frown says everything.
Fortunately for you, this isn't about your odd personality, which, by the way, I only tolerate because you're so fucking brilliant. That's why this system thingy has ants in my pants. Find out how, in the name of living shit, we got hacked and do it fast. Find whatsoever loophole there is and close it. Blow!
Jordan towers to his feet and heads out the door. Hayes looks at something on his computer screen. His eyes grow wide. Exterior, outside Hayes' office. Jordan lumbers off.
Marshak! Get your ass in here!
As Jordan passes by Sally's desk, he gives her a reassuring nod. He stops at the coffee machine and meets Frank, a 20-something with an old-fashioned dress style and flat-top haircut. He's a bit shorter than Jordan, but more athletic-looking. His ghost-like skin emphasizes the lightning bolt tattoo that runs across his neck. Drags his leg as he walks and always seems to move off balance. Like Jordan, he's a man of very few, if any, words. Frank sips from his cup first.
Ha! Good.
Jordan drinks from his own cup and offers a low rumble nod of agreement. He takes his coffee and moves on, passing by a man in black, on the shorter side, youngish. He has a mop of curly hair with a pronounced streak of white in the front. His French accent reeks of horniness. He speaks to a woman of the same age who's also dressed in all black, save for a white silk scarf that drapes over her back.
No.
Yes.
I said no, and with that cologne, any woman would say no.
She waves her hand in front of her face.
Ah, you tease me with your words, my pet. It only makes me desire you so much more.
The woman stands up from her desk and gets in his face.
Want me to call HR?
Horny slinks away on tiptoes. A woman in a lavender blouse and purple skirt races past him.
It's my idea!
On her tail, not far behind, is a man dressed in brown. He could clean cars with his bushy eyebrows. His nose is long and prominent. He stops to catch his breath.
You witch! I'm telling Hayes you stole that algorithm from me. Damn, I forgot she runs track.
Just as Jordan is about to enter his office, a woman in a yellow dress flits over to him like a human hummingbird.
Hi, big guy. You love animals too. Look who I rescued from a shelter last week.
She displays pictures of a large black and white cat.
When I saw this beautiful kitty, it was love at first sight.
She clutches the pictures to her chest and flitters off. Interior, Jordan's office. Close up. A clock on the wall reads 9:25 a.m. Jordan sips from his coffee cup and scrolls through a list of files on his computer screen. Outside, Purple Skirt races by.
Beep beep.
A few seconds later, Man in Brown tries to catch up. Fade to Sally's desk. She's engrossed in work when she's interrupted by...
How do I look?
He does a slow 360 turn, decked out in a 10-gallon hat, Western attire, and spurs. Sally tries to find the right words.
You look regal?
I don't want to look regal, woman. I'm going for good old-fashioned Texas rugged. Got my monthly positive posse meeting tonight.
Positive posse. Sounds very positive.
You bet, little filly. Bunch of us old cowboy types get together to discuss things like community works, charity stuff, sports, woman, whatever else.
Hayes puffs on his cigar and blows out the smoke in a circle as he strikes a pose.
Positively positive.
Hayes tips the brim of his hat.
Happy trails, ma'am.
Fade to, a clock on the wall. It reads 5:22. Sally says her goodnights to coworkers, departing for the weekend. She notices the light on in Jordan's office and goes to check up on him. Interior, Jordan's office. Jordan's point of view. We hear Sally knock on the door, then she sticks her head in.
Hey, it's way past quitting time. Just wanted to check up on you.
Jordan looks up at the clock, which reads 5:35 p.m. He gives Sally an acknowledging wave.
Well, enjoy your weekend.
Jordan finishes typing, then logs out of his computer. Interior, the subway, later. Jordan sits between two people whom he dwarfs. A small boy waves at him. He waves back and notices the boy has a Godzilla backpack. Jordan points at the backpack and smiles at the boy, giving him a thumbs up. Interior, Jordan's apartment, sundown. He sits on the couch with Alvin next to him, chewing on a lettuce leaf. The original Godzilla movie, Gojira, plays on the television. It's the final few minutes, and after the credits, Jordan clicks the television off. He places Alvin back in his tank and gives him a loving scratch on his head. Interior, bathroom, day. Jordan washes his face in the sink and towels off. Interior, kitchen. Coffee brews, eggs fry sunny side up as Jordan searches the fridge for something. When he closes the door, a magnetic signboard reads, "Call Mom. Get clothes from dry cleaner. Call Sis. Call Dad. Keep it short and sweet. Group night tonight." Interior, living room, evening. Close up. Alvin in his tank. Jordan's hand reaches in and scratches him on the head, then he heads out the door. Interior, subway. Jordan wears a green t-shirt with Godzilla's picture on it and zones out the world with his headphones. Exterior, the street. Jordan walks down a block and encounters other people dressed in green or wearing Godzilla apparel, hats, t-shirts, hoodies with spikes down the back. They all head into a bar, food establishment, and down a flight of stairs. Interior, a lower level. They walk into a literal ocean of humanity, also decked out in similar green or Godzilla attire. People greet each other with hugs, kisses, handshakes. Gail, a pretty 30-ish woman, takes a wine glass and taps on it several times.
Nice to see you all tonight. For you newbies, my name is Gail, and I moderate the group, along with Javi. Where's Javi?
A slightly older man raises his glass into the air.
There's Javi. So yeah, this is a bigger turnout than expected, but we'll manage. Everybody ready to have fun?
A big cheer goes up from the emerald throng.
Cool. Let's head inside.
Interior, a seating room. The group piles into a room full of chairs, giddy with excitement. Gail stands at the front of the room with a large flat-screen television behind her. She raises her hands.
Let's all settle down. Settle down. I'm just as excited as you all are. Before we get into the film, I'd like to recognize Jordan DeGray. Stand up, Jordan.
Everyone claps and cheers as they coax Jordan to his feet. He stands and pumps his fists in the air.
Jordan actually got through a week of absolutely no talking whatsoever, using primitive sounds and clicks. How impressive is that?
The group claps and cheers.
My family and coworkers thought I was losing it, but I got through it somehow.
More cheers go up.
Welcome to the group, Jordan. We all share the same love of the big, scaly green guy, and it's so great that we can get together like this and just let it all hang out.
The group cheers again. A man holds up a Godzilla puppet and mimics Godzilla's roar.
You know, the big G always got a bad rep. He was just a monster. Something in the way of us small, tiny humans. Something that needed to be dealt with, eliminated, bumped off, so to speak. They didn't want to know who he was, why he was, what his motivation was. Japan took its best shot with planes, missiles, tanks, and whatever else they could throw at him. And you know what happened?
He made him suck it.
Right! He made them suck it. He lumbered on, determined in his giant reptilian righteousness to prove to any and all that I'm God fucking Zilla, baby! And you can't hang with all this.
The group is fever-pitched, with many jumping to their feet and clapping.
Okay, let's get to it.
She begins to prompt a laptop, and the screen lights up.
Our film tonight is a well-known classic, Destroy All Monsters, after which we'll discuss it and just have a little, and hang out a little.
The lights go dim.
Okay, on 3. 1, 2, and 3.
The entire group lets out a huge Godzilla roar. Fade out.